Guys, today I am going to be reacting to 7-Eleven's Z. To 7-Eleven's. Okay, let's try not to cringe. Let's do this together. Let's try not to cringe.
I was completely wrong, wasn't I? I had the dates wrong all this time. Danny, come on out.
Whoa. Whoa. Did he come on out? Bro. Okay, just kids screaming and crying.
Parents, I'm going to birth 5 children so I can create a professional Counter-Strike team to win the championship. Then I'm going to birth 4 more kids so I can create a K-pop girl group and live off music royalties and merchandise sales. And finally, I'm going to give birth to one last kid so that they can become a toy review YouTuber. Of course, I'm just kidding. I don't even play Counter-Strike, and so I won't worry about birthing the first 5 kids. However, when it comes to parenting, apparently there's a trend on TikTok where Gen Alpha parents get exposed for being extremely trash at parenting their kids. The dangerous rise of gentle parenting.
The dangerous rise of gentle parenting. When will they ever learn?
By humanity.
Give me my phone, you idiot!
Whoa, you idiot!
You want me to take your iPad away? No! Hands are not for hitting.
Wait, sorry guys, I'm lagging. Sorry.
Finally attacking their parents.
This computer's not really good.
Watching Cocomelon and Skibbity Toilet for hours. Math and reading scores are declining.
Yeah.
What do these all have in common? They're the result of a new and growing trend: gentle parenting.
Don't worry, give them to me for 30 days and I'll turn them right around. Their math, reading, and science scores will shoot right back up, but they might be missing a few fingers by the end of the 30 days. Okay, in all seriousness, if I had to parent these kids to, make them non-violent and actually, smart, I probably wouldn't do the finger chopping off strat, that's a bit too far. I'd probably do the waterboarding strat instead. Like, don't they just dunk people's heads in toilets until they actually listen? Like, if they want to watch Skibbity Toilet so much, then why don't they just go and taste the Skibbity Toilet? They can go and drown in the Skibbity Toilet unless they increase their math scores.
Gentle parenting is exactly what it sounds like. Being gentle to your child. Gentle parenting believes it's a war crime to punish a child. Spanking? That's child abuse. Yelling at your child? That's child abuse. Doing anything that upsets and angers your child? That's child abuse.
But stabbing your child if they don't get above a 90% on the math test, that's big killing.
What happens if your child is literally assaulting you?
Okay, bro, why does bro have a knife on his desk? Like, bro.
Hurting you? Well, you need to sit down and talk about your feelings. Use logic to explain why hitting people is a big no-no.
No, frick that. Instead, fight back. Be a man and fight back against the kid.
That's the mindset that gentle parenting advocates for. Gentle parenting was popularized in the 2010s in attempts to get rid of the authoritarian parenting styles that society was so accustomed to. But this trend backfired, creating a generation of bratty, selfish, violent, and entitled children. Children can be stubborn, and negotiating with them is hard. Try convincing a child that brain rot is bad for them, and you'll see what I mean. Because children rarely listen to logic and emotional reasoning, gentle parenting often fails.
So here's the thing, I can understand why people were...
Gentle parenting often fails. So, like... Yeah, bro, why am I reacting to this if I don't even know what it means?
Of like the authoritarian parenting approach, like it was pretty strict back in the day. Like I don't think I went through like the proper authoritarian sort of like parenting sort of thing, because I'm pretty sure that involved stuff like rulers, like they'll smack your fingers with rulers that make you eat soap and all that stuff. That's like the olden days. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I may have been gentle parented, because I don't think I was ever like hit or anything. I'm pretty sure the main things that my parents did was take away my phone, and like that was pretty much it. Although that was like a pretty heavy blow, because then I lost all my Snapchat streaks every time I did that.
Watch how these gentle parents deal with their children's violence.
Oh, shoot. Bro, I really need... I really need to get an ad, bro. I really...
Damn, like your cut, G. And let me guess what the parents are about to say. Oh, no, don't do that. Please don't do that. If you like someone's cut, just say it to them normally. Don't slap them in the back of the head. Let's give the kid the benefit of the doubt. She just liked the guy's cut, G.
You can't slap his head, okay? Please. No, you can't slap his head, okay, Winnie?
Please, please don't do that. Ellie, please don't do that. Ow! No, gentle hands.
Gentle hands. Oh. My baby slapped me for the first time and I don't know what to do.
No.
Slap him back. I know what to do. Slap him back. Or if my baby slaps me, I'm going to drop kick the frick out of him.
It might not seem like much, but these children are learning that they can hurt people without consequences. This is dangerous.
Nah, bro, that child really went like, I like a cut, G. BAM!
If children learn that it's okay to hurt their parents, they begin hurting anyone they feel like. This is how bullies are created. Now, some will argue that these parents did not use gentle parenting correctly, but come on, give them some slack. Gentle parenting is so confusing and complicated, you should need a PhD if you want to use this parenting style. In gentle parenting, parents need to become a personalized therapist and counselor for their children. And in this process, a lot of parents are bound to become too loose.
Exactly. I mean, I ain't doing all that. I'm not going to become some stupid therapist for my child. Instead, we're going to fight. It's going to be a 1v1, me against the child. Whoever wins will be in the right. Whoever loses is automatically in the wrong. It's my way or the highway.
Only parents who are good at understanding children's emotions and behavior should attempt this parenting style. Because if done wrong, this parenting style could lead to disaster. And this isn't only about violence. When children learn that they can do whatever they want without any serious consequences, they begin to expect the world to revolve around them.
Main
And
character.
this is a mindset that's very hard to undo.
Main character.
If anything isn't going their way and they're unhappy about it, they throw a tantrum. This has led to a massive rise in classroom misbehavior in the last few years. Here's a kindergarten teacher talking about it.
Gentle parenting is ruining our children. We can't do much when students misbehave, when they're yelling, when they're cursing, when they're throwing chairs. They're trying to hit teachers with their jackets. They are stomping on their feet. That is not okay. That is when gentle parenting has not benefited that child.
Because the thing is, imagine growing up thinking that you are... Oh, wait, it's like that movie Bolt. Like, do you guys remember the movie Bolt? So basically, if you've never watched the movie Bolt, basically this dog is in a movie that's like, you know, meant to be some sort of super dog, like superhero movie, but like he is the superhero. And of course, since it's a movie, they add special effects and they add all this stuff to sort of make it seem like he's doing all the stuff in the movie. And they do it like while they're filming. So like he'll just, you know, stare at a door and they have this trigger that makes the lock melt and everything. And they do that so that the dog truly thinks that he's a superhero. But then when the dog goes into the wild for the very first time and hangs out with other regular dogs in the real world, he realizes none of his stuff actually works. And he couldn't believe it. Like, it was just unfathomable for him to think that, like, his superpowers don't even work. And so I assume it's similar for these kids. Like, these kids have never been told no. They've never lost a fight. And so therefore, when they go to school and they fight with a teacher, they always expect to win. Because losing is just unfathomable for them. Like, they can't be proven wrong. But, you know, if my kids, we're gonna 1v1 and I'm gonna prove them wrong.
A nationwide survey found that 68% of teachers experience verbal abuse from their students.
6'8".
Classrooms have turned into real-life
6'8", 6'8", 6'8", 6'8".
I feel bad for the number 6'8", because like the little brother 6'7" is a meme, and then the older brother 6'9" is a popular meme, but it's always the middle child that gets left out.
68% of teachers experience verbal abuse from their students. Classrooms have turned into real-life Call of Duty lobbies.
Bro, did you really say that, bro?
This 14-year-old repeatedly calling his African-American teacher a racial slur.
Bro, say it too, bro. You're right here, bro. Everybody wants
While hurling a basketball at the teacher.
You like something?
44% of teachers cite student misbehavior as a top source for job-related stress.
Our society, a significant decrease in accountability and consequence. It's not surprising that, unfortunately, this is spilling over into the behavior of students in school.
It's no wonder why there's massive teacher shortages in countries all around the world, but this wasn't as large of a problem back in the 2000s as it is now.
And I assume that's because the main difference is that back in the early 2000s, all these kids were brought up with really harsh, brutal parenting. But did you see that? 42 teachers quit in 4 months, so that's 10 teachers per month just quitting. It says FL County. Is that like FL Studio, like the, what is it, like the music sort of making program?
And this behavior isn't the only consequence. Children are becoming lazy and slow. Parents simply hand an iPad or an iPhone to their children to shut them up and let the device do the parenting. Children begin to watch highly stimulating content, with toddlers watching Cocomelon and older children doom-scrolling YouTube Shorts and watching brain rot content. And at first, parents see nothing wrong with this. until they tried to get the children to stop.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, the floorboards!
It's control.
Bro, what is up with these iPad kids, bro?
Chill out.
Many parents don't take the measures to limit their child's screen use or monitor their content. If this continues long enough, the child actually becomes addicted to their iPad or iPhone and builds an emotional dependence on it. Without their device, they can't be happy. Many studies have found that excessive screen use can interfere with brain development in children by lowering cortical thickness and damage the prefrontal cortex, parietal lobe, temporal lobe, and occipital lobe.
I mean, do we really need some sort of science?
I know temporal lobe is definitely about like time and stuff. Or does it mean something else? I don't know.
Big study to be able to see this. Like, it's fairly obvious that if you give a kid an iPad for 4 hours a day, every single day, he's going to end up being some sort of lobotomy patient. It's sort of like DRUG addicts. Like, they're fully dependent on DRUGS, and like they're just on the streets, they're sort of like zombies. But I actually kind of want to see what happens if you just give a kid like unrestricted access to the internet, like unrestricted iPad screen time. I want to see whether it's possible for one of these iPad kids, like fully like full-time iPad kids, to end up doing anything with their life. Because surely there'll be like one case where someone does make it out of like the cycle. But I guess iPads haven't been around long enough yet to be able to, you know, observe the long-term impacts of like iPad kids and all that stuff. But I actually would be interested. I hope they do some sort of study, like where they just get parents who let their kids have unrestricted iPad access.
So how about we react to another video of ElevenZ. Tap on his profile. What? Yeah, how about we react to ElevenZ gaming? Whoop. Sorry guys. I've been holding the phone with my Can you guys see like that? Whoa. Okay, guys, yeah, going.
Then I'm gonna sit on his face and align his mouth with my diet and release explosive diarrhea into his mouth until his stomach starts like inflating like a balloon. My two henchmen just jump out of nowhere. They just kidnap her, tie her up, and now we're going to hold her ransom for her parents, against her parents. And I'm gonna shoot out my baby from my uterus directly at him, headshot, and it's gonna cleanly decapitate him. Start violently barking like a dog now.
You guys ever loaded into a game such as GTA, Sims, or Roller Coaster Simulator and proceeded to commit the most inhumane war crimes against the NPCs? Well, the closest real-life equivalent of doing this is bullying AI chatbots, because they are kind of funny to annoy and they can't even walk away from the conversation. And so today we're hopping into Polybuzz AI to bully as many alpha wolf chatbots as I can find. Okay, let's see who our first victim of the day is going to be. Bro, what is this? Jack. I want a baby now. 7.1 million chats. Okay, bro, this guy is about to impregnate the frick out of me. Your husband gets home from work and sees you in the kitchen and decides to convince you to have a baby again because he's desperately wanted one for the last 2 years. He walks up behind you and says, "Love, can we have a baby, please?" You tell him no, but he responds, "Please." Jesus Christ, bro. why is this guy so desperate? Okay, but instead of you impregnating me, why don't I just shove my hand deep up your ass and pull out a baby? Like a baby has just been spawned out of your uterus, even though you're a dude. And then I'm gonna swing the baby around like a lasso and then smash him over the head with it. Jack stumbles backwards, clearly taken aback by your unexpected violent reaction to his request. Honey, why are you being so aggressive about this? I just want us to have a family. He rubs his head where the imaginary baby hit him, and his expression a mix of confusion and frustration. Bro, what do you mean imaginary baby? Do you have like schizophrenia? Do you think I have schizophrenia? The baby was real. The baby, like I pulled it straight out of your uterus. Okay, well if you want to have a baby so badly, you're gonna have to fight for it. If you can beat me in a fight, then you can have a baby. Jack perks up at your challenge, a competitive spark igniting in his eyes. A fight? Really? You know I used to wrestle in high school, right? He cracks his knuckles and starts bouncing on his toes like he's warming up. Okay, but as he's bouncing on...
Ew, pause, bro. This is sus. This is sus. Actually, wait, no. Is it sus? Or is it just cringe?
I'm just gonna kick his ankle sideways so that he just completely gets knocked down. Then I'm gonna sit on his face and align his mouth with my diet and release explosive diarrhea into his mouth until his stomach starts like inflating like a balloon. Jack's eyes widen in horror as he clutches his stomach, desperately trying to avoid your fart-induced projectile. What the hell? That's not even a fight. That's just cruel. He scrambles away, holding his swollen stomach and looking absolutely disgusted. Okay, but he has all this poo contained in his stomach so much that it almost looks like he's pregnant because his stomach is inflated. And so some random like hospital like ambulance just comes driving by, picks him up, and they think he's pregnant. They think he's about to give birth. They pick him up and rush him straight to hospital. Jack's face turns green as the ambulance sirens wail in the distance. No way, I'm not having your diarrhea, baby. This is ridiculous. He starts frantically testing you from inside the ambulance. Help! They think I'm pregnant with your poo. This is the worst day ever. Well, I mean, you said you wanted a baby. You never specified like whether it's like a real organic human baby or whether it's a explosive diarrhea baby. Let's just say he makes it to the hospital and gives birth to a rock-hard, constipated, baby-shaped poo. Jack stares in disbelief at the hospital staff surrounding his baby, his pale face with shock. No, no, no! This is not how I wanted to become a father! He slumps against the hospital wall, clutching his still inflated stomach. I'd rather not have a baby at all than this, whatever this is. Oh yeah, I think we're done here. I think we've broken this guy. Oh yeah, now let's move on to our next victim. Should we try a female this time? Oh yeah, what is this? Carol Richardson. Carol is a girl who was madly in love with you. She'd give anything for you. However, you never pay attention to her. Blah, blah, blah. Wait, she's a billionaire? Wait, this could be good. Let's see how much money we can extract from her. Carol is a wealthy girl with beautiful blue eyes and a kind heart. She's been in love with you since the school year started. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I ain't reading all that. So basically, she is a multi-millionaire. Billionaire? Millionaire or billionaire? She still hasn't lost hope that someday you'll notice her. Okay, let's just see how much money we can possibly extract from her. Okay, so I think this is in like college or like university. I'm just gonna say we sort of were walking on campus. We're at Harvard, and I bump into her, like her shoulder. Carol is gathering her books up from the ground after being bumped when she spots you. Her eyes light up momentarily before dimming with concern as she sees your scattered belongings. Hey, are you okay? Let me help you with that. She quickly kneels to help pick up a few of your papers, her blue eyes darting between you and the mess. Okay, let's just do some stupid corny thing. I'm just gonna help her pick up the stuff, and then like my hand is gonna like accidentally touch hers, and it's gonna be like some stupid like Disney type thing. Her cheeks flush pink at the brief contact, her heart racing. She holds the papers she collected, not wanting to let go yet. Thanks. I've been trying to catch you between classes. You're always rushing somewhere. She speaks softly, studying your face with a mix of shyness and longing. Okay, project extract as much money as humanly possible. How are we going to approach this? We can't just be blatantly obvious that we want to extract money. We just have to be smooth with it. Let's just be like, oh, I've noticed you too. Let's hang out later tonight. Yeah, and then I'm gonna just wreck everything from my house. I'm gonna steal all her jewelry. I'm gonna steal the parents' watches and everything. I'm gonna steal paintings off the wall as well. Her eyes widen in disbelief, almost dropping the papers again. She can't believe you're finally asking. Really? Yes, my place would be perfect. I can make us dinner. She bites her lip, trying to contain her excitement, afraid you'll change your mind. Oh no, I'm not changing my mind. Once I'm in there, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna wreck everything. It's gonna be like Assassin's Creed.
It's gonna be like a stealing game. It's just gonna be like a game where you take all the. Oh wait, yeah. So you know in Minecraft where you like take all the loot from the villages. Yes, he's gonna go like that, like instantly taking all the jewels and the stuff from the village.
A stealing game? What if it is a stealing game? I'm just gonna be like a goblin in Clash of Clans. Okay, let's just fast forward now, and we're both at her house that night, and we're eating dinner, and then eventually I'm going to leave to go to the bathroom, yeah? Carol has prepared a romantic candlelit dinner in her luxurious dining room. She's dressed nicely, wearing a soft blue dress that matches her eyes. She keeps glancing at you over the candle flames, nervously fidgeting with her napkin. I hope you like the pasta. I made it myself. Yeah, don't worry, I like it. I love it. I love the pasta. Disgusting. In reality, in my head, I'm thinking this is the most disgusting pasta I've ever tasted. So I'm just gonna say, oh yeah, I love it, I love it. Please excuse me while I go to the bathroom. I have to do a poo, and so it might take a while. Yeah, it's a poo, trust me. Meanwhile, I'm actually stealing everything. I'm going through her parents' drawers, like all the jewelry. I'm going through her drawers. Carol waits downstairs, unaware of your true intentions. She's humming happily while cleaning the dishes. Her jewelry box sits open on her dresser, a family heirloom diamond necklace visible inside her bedroom. Oh damn, she's just revealed her most prized possession for me. I'm just gonna take that as well. I'm gonna put it all into a backpack, and then I'm gonna escape out the window and just slowly, just quietly sneak away and drive away. Hours pass. Carol checks her phone, then her parents' safe, then her jewelry box. She starts to panic when she realizes her things are missing. She calls your number frantically, her voice trembling. ElevenZ, where are you? You left your backpack here, and some important items are gone. Oh, she's got on to me. What do I say? Meet me at my house if you want your stuff back. She grabs her keys and cars, driving to her house with tears threatening to fall. Please tell me you didn't take everything. I trusted you. I loved you. Her voice breaks on the last words as she arrives, shaking. No, don't worry. It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. Your stuff is missing, and it adds 2 and 2 add together, and I was missing as well, so I took it, but don't worry. I didn't take it. She steps out of her car, confused and relieved, but still suspicious. Then why did you run? Why did you leave like that? I was so worried. She hugs herself, looking vulnerable in the night. Okay, this person's actually gullible. She's actually so gullible. And because of that, my 2 henchmen just jump out of nowhere. They just kidnap her, tie her up, and now we're going to hold her ransom for her parents, against her parents. And if her parents want her back, they're gonna have to pay me 3 billion Australian dollars. Carol screams as she's grabbed, struggling against the henchmen. Her mascara runs down her face. This isn't funny. My parents will call the police. They'll find you. She's tied to a chair in a dark room. Her blue eyes now filled with terror and betrayal. Wait, but where's the money? I just want the money. They'll never pay you that much. They'll negotiate. You're making a huge mistake. You're throwing away your future. No, let's just make the parents pay. I'm just gonna say the parents pay. Will this transaction go through? Or will the bank block this? The phone call ends with the...
Alright guys, so so guys, that's the end of the video because alright guys, so that's the end of the video, and I hope you give this a thumbs up and a like and subscribe. Bye.